Hola everyone, JB Throws here, back with another video. If you've been sticking around by my channel for a long time now, you would know that I'm considered a Texas theme park enthusiast. I've grown up here in Texas ever since I was 3, and I've been to mostly every theme park in Texas excluding ZDT's and Kemah Boardwalk, which I'll eventually get to. But Texas is my home, and I've covered lots of content in Texas over the span of my channel. And it's mainly because Texas does not get talked about much in the coaster community. It's usually put aside, and everyone focuses on other rides until something major happens in Texas and suddenly they talk about it. But they never get their info correct since they've never been to Texas or know much about Texas. Luckily, I'm speaking up for all of Texas, and it's helping all those Texas enthusiasts to enjoy the theme parks close to their home. So with all this said, if you've been keeping up with the theme park industry news lately, you would know about this little theme park in the Lone Star State that's getting some buzz by the name of CoDAland. This theme park got lots of news about it in 2021 when they announced a brand new Gerstlauer Infinity coaster by the name of Palindrome. What makes this coaster unique is the fact that it goes forward and backward, never before been seen by a Gerstlauer Infinity. And again, it's super rare to see this humongous investment come to a very small theme park that no one knows about. It's equivalent to getting Steel Vengeance and giving it to a small little fair. That's why it was a big deal. When I first got the news of this new investment, I was super excited because we have a brand new coaster in Texas, and I didn't think much about it, until now, in 2022, they announced yet another attraction that has never before been seen, and is coming again to CoDAland. And I don't think it's a coincidence. In fact, I think we should keep an eye on CoDAland, because it just might be a competitor for the best theme park in Texas. Not kidding. This theme park could literally surpass Seaworld San Antonio, Fiesta Texas, and Over Texas combined. Maybe. So in today's video, I'll be breaking down what's going on with CoDAland, and why we should be talking about this theme park. And of course, leave it to the Texas enthusiasts to get all the info about this new theme park. But before I get into the video, I would like to say, if you like my content and videos, be sure to hit the like, subscribe, and tap the notification bell to know when new videos arrive on my channel. And if you're new here, welcome to the channel for all those thrill seekers. JB Thrills is a very unique YouTube channel, as instead of just talking about roller coasters all the time, this channel offers variety. If it's a thrill, it's covered on this channel, which includes coasters, flat rides, water rides, walkthrough attractions, and more. So there's something for everyone. And like I said in the beginning of the video, I do talk about Texas a lot too. So if you're a Texas enthusiast and want to know about all the theme park and thrills in your state, also consider subscribing. Also, special thanks to those who have previously been subscribed to my channel. And thank you so much for everyone trying to get me closer to 3,000 subscribers, which is a huge deal. Anyways, without further ado, let's get into today's video. So like I was saying, CoDAland is definitely switching up the status quo for usual theme parks. I mean, I get it that a theme park has to start somewhere, and if you want to get big, you gotta start making big investments. But 2 in a row with very shocking abilities, both being a world's first, yeah, that's something else. And they're literally playing a real-life theme park tycoon, which could result in them being a really big player in the theme park industry in the future. But what's making me think this theory? Obviously, 2 new rides isn't that big of a deal, and it might be that I'm over-exaggerating it. But I don't think so. With some further investigation I did, I think it's very possible that CoDAland could definitely become a major player in the theme park industry and possibly cause a trend to make Texas a theme park state, equivalent to Ohio and the East. But before we get into all that theory building, let's start with the origins of CoDAland. So let's rewind back 2 years into the year of 2020. Yes, it starts here. In the later months of 2020, when we finally got the hang of how to deal with the COVID virus, CoDAland started up as a small kiddie theme park, with small kiddie attractions, some playgrounds, and activities where adults will drop off their kids and they can have some fun. It was definitely needed during a time where everyone was quarantined, and no kid could have fun. This was definitely a genius business strategy that helped them make more money, and we saw the same strategy be used by Six Flags when they were also thriving during COVID times, like Frontier City, Over Texas, and Fiesta Texas that first opened up during COVID. So obviously, CoDAland did make some money, and most definitely were thriving. So with this, Matt Huey, the senior manager of CoDAland, and his team thought, wouldn't it be a good idea to make CoDAland an official theme park and bring a theme park to the Austin area? I mean, you got Over Texas and DFW, You got Fiesta Texas in San Antonio, and meanwhile in the middle of Texas, you got nothing, because the former Six Flags Astroworld does not exist anymore. So let's say CoDAland was actually a big deal, and you have a theme park in the middle of Texas. Essentially a nice theme park for every resident of Texas, excluding everyone way out in El Paso. But you'll get there eventually. But basically, this idea could definitely fill in the gap for a needed theme park in Austin, Texas. And honestly, it was pretty genius, because it would draw in crowds to the Circuit of the Americas. It would also bring a new tourist destination for Austin, next to the capital. And again, it solves that little missing spot of a theme park in the middle of Texas. So with all of that said, plans began to debut CoDAland as an official theme park soon. But of course, you need rides to make it a theme park, because kiddie rides isn't really going to cut it much. So while planning was beginning for a new attraction, there was rumors that a theme park bought a brand new Gerstlauer Infinity that would be a world's first. One with the unique skill to go forward and backwards. So when this leaked out, all the coaster enthusiasts went crazy and started placing their predictions on where it would go. A Six Flags park? Silver Dollar City or Dollywood? Cedar Fair? Everyone just threw out all their predictions. Meanwhile, there's me who didn't really hear about this, and was just like, okay. But then everyone's jaws dropped when they finally announced where this coaster is going, and it was to this small theme park in Austin, Texas by the name of CoDAland. Again, something never before been seen. And immediately all the coaster enthusiasts went crazy on this and started analyzing it, even though most of them don't live in Texas. And this is great and all, because CoDAland was getting a lot of buzz, and for that to be their first big coaster, it's a pretty good way to start off creating a new theme park in Austin. So as COVID got a lot better, they finally revealed the dates of when they would announce CoDAland as an actual theme park, which was 2022, which is perfect timing because it's the opening for the brand new Palindrome, and it seemed the better time after COVID. But now in 2022, they announced yet another new attraction for CoDAland that's also going to open in 2022. By the name of Skyblazer, a one-of-a-kind sky coaster type attraction created by the one and only Skyline Attractions. Yes, the same people that made the Skywarp. But either way, this attraction is absolutely insane. It takes the sky coaster concept to a whole new level. It's basically like a Zamperla Giant Discovery, but with a string and more chance of feeling like you're about to invert. So yeah, insane. But the point is, now we have two major attractions coming to CoDAland, and they're not stopping. A press release actually came out with Matt Huey, who actually discusses what's going to happen with CoDAland in the next years and how they're going to make it an amazing theme park. And he says, and I quote, "CoDA is working with the attraction industry's best creators and producers to make CoDAland a go-to amusement park destination. CoDAland will feature everything from rides for young children to hair-raising experiences that will thrill even the most experienced theme park lovers. Something for everyone." This alone says a lot for CoDAland. If CoDAland is working with the attraction industry's best creators, any big attraction industry player is in question. We're talking RMC, Intamin, Vekoma, we already saw Gerstlauer, SNS, Zamperla, maybe even Mack Rides, because this is not Six Flags. So yeah, CoDAland is on their own, and they could be the first to bring a Vekoma coaster like a Vekoma Blitz into America, or make a lot of one-of-a-kind attractions, all taking place in the Lone Star State, which can create major competition with Fiesta Texas over Texas and Seaworld, because none of them have gotten to the level where they installed major additions. And honestly, I don't mind any competition at all, because this just means that Six Flags needs to focus on over Texas and Fiesta Texas a lot, and give them great additions to compete with, and Seaworld San Antonio as well, which altogether makes Texas a better state for theme parks, which I definitely saw coming. I mean, Texas had a lot of space to add theme parks, and they have so much potential, especially now with lots of people moving into Texas. Why not have some more attractions and theme parks? So yeah, the future is looking bright. And if CoDAland gets all the care and investments from their owner, we could definitely see this theme park thrive and be humongous, with a very stacked lineup, and it could be the most talked about theme park in the United States in the future maybe. I mean, they did say in the interview that they wanted CoDAland to be a go-to amusement park destination, and the best amusement park creators doesn't only mean manufacturers. It could also apply to theming, and maybe this theme park will eventually get theming over time and be very well themed. And yeah, a major RMC sounds crazy now, but we can definitely see something Steel Vengeance quality come to CoDAland, because a literal example of this is Fun Spot, which got Area Force 1 and proved that small parks don't define what you receive. And I know there will always be one person that doubts my theory and will say, oh, space is not an option for CoDAland, they don't have enough space for big investments. But actually, yes they do. They have plenty of land, because the Circuit of the Americas is in sort of like a rural zone, but not entirely. But they're pretty spaced out from any residential areas, so they won't have any complaints from residents nearby, and they won't be landlocked that much. So yeah, potential. And as for finances, if CoDAland does their job right and they continue to do investments wisely, we'll always get to see major investments come to the park and get major attractions, with finances not being a problem. But again, what do I know, because I don't really study stocks. It's just my assumption. So yeah, I'm going to make a bold prediction, which is, in the near future, CoDAland will be a major player in the theme parks in Texas, and will be the same quality as Six Flags or even higher. But there are some worries. We've seen time and time again throughout theme park history the same situation play out, and sometimes it does not end up very good. A brand not known for theme parks creates a theme park, and it starts off as a success because the owner running it is doing a great job, but once he steps down or passes away, the new leadership don't know what to do, and there's always a financial issue, which leads to poor decisions, or something terrible happens to the park abruptly, or the park gets sold to a real theme park owner, like Cedar Fair or Six Flags or Seaworld, and they don't know how to run it well, so the park loses money rapidly, ends up failing, and it either gets abandoned, torn down, or pulls a Kentucky King and somehow manages to survive, but at a lower level than it originally started. So yeah, we have those options, and like I said, it's very common throughout theme park history, so hopefully CoDAland does not go through this. And hopefully I'm wrong and they end up pulling a Six Flags, creating a brand new brand that's super popular, and they create new theme parks throughout the United States, and they rise to power to combat at Six Flags and Cedar Fair. So yeah, there's that. But honestly, it's too soon to tell. Although I do wish all the luck in the world, and I pray that CoDAland will be an awesome success. Because yeah, this park has potential. But anyways, that's why we need to talk about CoDAland. This theme park can be absolutely amazing in a few years. And I'm just letting everyone know now to focus on this theme park, because trust me, it will look good. Hopefully. And I'll be the first to have complete faith in CoDAland's construction. But anyways, what do you think of CoDAland? Will it be a success, or will it just start small and stay small? If it succeeds, will a bigger theme park buy it off? Or will they stay solo? And what ride do you think will come next to CoDAland? Comment down below. Also yes, this wasn't the video that was supposed to come out, but don't worry, Amazing Ideas Coming Over Texas Part 2 will be coming very soon, so stay tuned for that. But anyways, thank you for watching. This is JB Thrills signing out.